This changes everything for the future of the franchise, and the fans are in absolute shock right now. We didn't see this coming after such a painful playoff exit, but the front office is finally speaking up. A massive decision regarding one of our biggest stars is looming, and the implications are going to shake the entire league today. But before we break this down, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit that like button, and tell me in the comments, which city are you watching from? I've seen a lot of things in this league, but the tension currently brewing inside the Novacare complex is reaching a boiling point that I didn't think we'd see so soon after the season ended. Everyone is looking for answers after that embarrassing collapse, and the biggest question mark is hovering over our most explosive playmaker. I've been digging into the comments made by Howie Roseman recently, and while he's trying to play it cool, the subtext is absolutely deafening for anyone who knows how this business works. Howie stood in front of the microphones and reminded everyone how difficult it is to find elite talent in the NFL, specifically referencing A.J. Brown. But if you look at the history of this front office, you know that high praise is often the precursor to a massive organizational shift. I am watching the body language and the social media activity very closely because it tells a story that the official press releases won't. A.J. Brown is a Tier 1 talent, but his visible frustration during the wildcard loss wasn't just about one game. It felt like a culmination of a systemic breakdown. I believe Howie is weighing the value of a disgruntled star against the draft capital he could harvest to rebuild this roster. The rumors aren't just noise anymore. They are a reflection of the reality that this team is at a crossroads. We are talking about a guy who can change a game in one play, yet the connection seems frayed. I've heard from sources that the locker room vibe shifted significantly down the stretch, and the front office is fully aware that keeping the status quo might be more dangerous than making a bold trade. But if you think that's wild, wait until you hear what's happening with the coaching staff.
The internal evaluation of this team hasn't stopped at the roster, because the coaching staff is currently under a microscope unlike anything I've seen in recent years. I have been tracking the reports that the Philadelphia Eagles are already looking toward 2026 to fix what has become a stale and predictable offensive philosophy. It is quite a shock to hear names like Mike McDaniel and Brian Daboll being linked to offensive coordinator roles here, especially considering their current statuses. I think this signals a desperate need for a clean break from the schemes that Jalen Hurts has been forced to navigate lately. The front office knows that the current trajectory isn't sustainable if they want to maximize the championship window they have. I am hearing that the priority is to find an innovator who can reinvent the wheel and bring some of that South Beach or Big Blue creativity to the city of brotherly love. Imagine an offense that actually utilizes motion and pre-snap adjustments to keep defenses on their heels. That is clearly the direction they want to head in. The idea of bringing in a heavy hitter like McDaniel or Daboll shows that Mick Sirianni's leash might be shorter than anyone realized, or at the very least, his influence over the play calling is being completely dismantled. I see this as a high-stakes power move to save the franchise's identity. Fans have been screaming for change, and targeting established offensive minds from within the division and across the league is a massive statement of intent. We are looking at a total philosophical overhaul that could redefine Jalen Hurts' career and the team's ability to compete for another Super Bowl. It's a complex situation, but one that proves the Eagles are never content with mediocrity. I'll be keeping a very close eye on these coaching developments as the offseason unfolds.